In today's video, I'm going to answer one of the most common questions we get about our Western saddle pads, and that is, what's the difference between each of the pads and which one is right for me? Now, we have three different pad choices: the Classic Pad, the Plush Pad, and the Squish Pad. And I'm going to get into what the differences are and why they're so important in just one second. But first, I'm going to actually explain what they all have in common. And what they have in common is two primary performance features. The first one is a completely open and free spine channel. So when you're using any of our pads, there's never going to be any pressure on the horse's spine. And the second thing they all have in common is a wither freedom option. So you can choose to ride the pad in the traditional closed front position that you're probably used to seeing across any other pad you've ever used, or you can peel that off because it just Velcros and use a higher wither or completely open wither freedom design. And now that I've explained how they're similar, I'm going to get into each of their unique characteristics right now. Now I'm going to start with our most traditional pad, the Classic Pad. And the Classic Pad is, as the name implies, it's our classic. When you have it on your horse, it's supposed to look, feel, and act just like the classic wool felt pad that you know and love. Now, you only even realize that there's anything unique about it when you lift it up and see that it has a completely open spine channel, or when you really get up and inspect it and realize that it has that wither freedom option as well. But outside of that, it's just 100% wool pad, available in 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch thicknesses. The next pad is the Plush Pad, and this has two additional features on top of what the Classic Pad has. The Plush Pad has a vented top line, so it's got much more airflow going on over the spine, and it actually has an adjustable spine channel, so the width of the spine channel can be made narrower or wider depending on your horse's barrel shape, top line shape, saddle fit needs, and so on. And our third pad in the lineup is our most popular pad, and that is the Squish Pad. Now, the Squish Pad has all of the features of the Plush Pad, but it also has an impact dampening gel foam insert in the pad. And I've actually already done a whole video on the difference between impact dampening versus impact protection in saddle pads. So if you're really interested in kind of the science of like why we chose this material, there's another video on this channel for that. But in short, the impact dampening gel foam panels absorbs all the small bumps and jarring movements that you feel over the course of a ride, and it gives a much more stable ride for a rider. And on a horse's back, it actually reduces the peak pressure and the average pressure of the saddle on the horse's back, and that's compared to every single pad we've tested it against. We actually tested this all with a body track pressure mat, and our data had lower peak and average numbers with the Squish Pad than any other pad we tested it against. And it becomes really obvious when you try this out. Just about every rider that tries a Squish Pad, the feedback is, oh, I instantly felt the difference. I mean, it really is that profound. Also, probably why it's our most popular pad. So this pad is great for someone who might experience lower back pain. It's great for sensitive or hard to fit horses. Again, it's pretty universal. Most riders just prefer the Squish Pad over everything else, but especially if you have any kind of back pain, sensitive horse, hard to fit horse, rehabbing a horse, the Squish Pad is a great option for that. I hope that answers some of the questions you might have had about our Western saddle pads, but if I left anything unanswered, definitely get in touch. Drop a comment right here, shoot us an email, send us a direct message through Instagram or Facebook, you know, all the normal ways of getting in touch, and I will be happy to answer those. And until next time, thanks for watching.